Chelsea are struggling to sign the $51 million forward. Chelsea face a battle with Newcastle United in the race to sign LOSC Lille striker Jonathan David. The report says Chelsea are showing keen interest and are prepared to bid around $51 million for the Canadian international. However, the West London club face stiff competition for David's signature. According to Calcio Mercato, Serie A giants Inter Milan and AC Milan are also eyeing a move for the striker, while Newcastle United are the latest to express their interest. Newcastle has new financial power. Therefore, Chelsea cannot take Newcastle lightly in pursuing David. The Lille star has performed brilliantly in Ligue 1 over the last few years. Given the striker's consistency, top teams will be queuing up to get him in the upcoming transfer window. David signed for Lille in the summer of 2020 from Ghent. Since then, the striker has continued to develop. In the previous season, the striker showed his scoring prowess after scoring 24 goals in the Ligue 1. Fabrizio Romano says Chelsea's phenomenal target now wants a release clause in his new contract. Napoli striker Victor Osimhen wants a release clause in his new contract amid links to Chelsea. Speaking about Victor Osimhen on his YouTube channel, the Italian journalist said, "The feeling from sources is that Osimhen will extend his contract at Napoli, but this deal will include a release clause already in effect in the summer of 2024. So let's look at the value of this release clause. This is one of the points being discussed by the parties. The release clause is a crucial point being discussed to reach an agreement between Napoli and Osimhen. Football Transfers recently claimed that Chelsea have made the 24-year-old their #1 target in the 2024 summer transfer window and are leading the race for his signature. Chelsea needs someone who is good at scoring goals. Scoring goals is clearly a problem for Chelsea. This season, the Blues are averaging just 1 goal per Premier League game, whereas last season, they only managed 38. Benoit Badiashile was spotted in training and will soon be ready for action. According to Metro, Chelsea have received a major injury upgrade as Benoit Badiashile has returned to training. The 22-year-old suffered a groin injury late in the season, which extended his rehabilitation period. With Wesley Fofana also absent and Axel Disasi struggling for consistency, the former Monaco star's return gives Mauricio Pochettino the opportunity to rotate his defense. Badiashile showed promise last season when given the opportunity. The Argentinian boss could replace his defenders as a result of his return and give the 22-year-old more games to regain fitness. After the international break, the West Londoners will face Bournemouth on September 17th and will hope the 22-year-old will be fully fit by then. So far, Pochettino has fielded an unchanged lineup with Disasi, Thiago Silva, and Levi Colwill in the back line. Considering Disasi has not performed well in the match, Pochettino will have more alternatives at the back with the return of Badiashile. Silva's age may also play a role in giving the Frenchman a bigger role in the game. The Blues will benefit from Badiashile's return after Fofana's long absence. Despite playing less last season, the centre-back scored 1 goal. Real Madrid will try to recruit Chelsea captain Reece James next summer. According to Spanish publication Sport, Real Madrid will revive their interest in signing new Chelsea captain Reece James next summer. The Spanish giants see James as a replacement for stalwart Dani Carvajal, but the West London club have no intention of selling the academy player. It is understood the much-vaunted right-back's market value is in the region of $65 million. Chelsea and Real have made many transfers together, as the West London club have sold the likes of Eden Hazard, Thibaut Courtois, and Antonio Rudiger to the Spanish club in the past. Chelsea has no intention of handing over their most valuable possession to Real Madrid. It would be ridiculous for both the club and the player if Real offered James an initial offer of $40 million to start negotiations. It is still difficult to imagine Chelsea parting ways with the player, James is a popular member of Chelsea and isn't leaving anytime soon. Therefore, the West London team will definitely not sell their captain for just $40 million. Brighton reveal Evan Ferguson's dilemma as Mauricio Pochettino prepares for his next transfer. Brighton owner Tony Bloom has revealed there is a possibility that the Seagulls will not do any business with Chelsea in the next 2 or 3 years, which is a major blow in the race to sign Evan Ferguson. The 18-year-old striker, whose contract at the Amex Stadium expires in 2028, has been widely linked with a big move away from the South Coast after becoming the 6th youngest player ever to score a hat-trick in the Premier League. Ferguson has appeared 4 times for Brighton in England's top flight this season and scored 4 goals. The Ireland international's impressive performances have reportedly attracted the interest of several top European clubs, and with Mauricio Pochettino looking for local players, Chelsea has been mooted as a potential destination. However, according to Bloom, Brighton may not carry out any transactions with the West London club in the next few years, since Todd Boehly took over Stamford Bridge. Tony Bloom, as owner of Brighton, said, "There is a possibility that in the next 2 or 3 years we will no longer have anything to do with Chelsea. So, for me, it's not personal at all. And any individual deal, I have to do what's best for the football club first. We do everything we can to retain our best players, but we know that won't always be the case." Chelsea fans have been sent a clear message about the possible return of Belgian star Eden Hazard. The 32-year-old made 76 appearances, scoring 7 goals and registering 12 assists for Carlo Ancelotti's side during a very disappointing spell at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Now, according to CBS sports journalist Ben Jacobs, returning to Chelsea is not an option for Hazard. Ben Jacobs said, "Eden Hazard is still on a free transfer and has not yet decided whether he wants to move to a new club. Returning to Chelsea is not an option for the 32-year-old player." The rumors were sparked by Hazard being spotted at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea's season opener against Liverpool. Hazard actually has no shortage of offers. Al Hilal conducted an investigation earlier this summer. Hazard also has several MLS options, including interest from Inter Miami. A return to Lille is also being discussed by the League One club, and Nice are also considering Hazard. But the reality is that Hazard hasn't really spent this summer considering between clubs, because before he can do that, he has to decide whether he wants to continue playing. This is a crazy rumor that came out of nowhere, and unfortunately for Hazard, he is already at the top level. Chelsea have been given the green light to seal the deal as the $200,000 a week star wants out in January. The working relationship between the England international winger and his coach Erik ten Hag has reportedly broken down completely at Old Trafford, with seemingly no way back, a move suited all concerned. Sancho has publicly hit back at United boss Erik ten Hag and insisted he has been made a scapegoat following criticism for failing to achieve the required performance in training. The Daily Star reports that a loan deal in January is considered the most likely option, with the deal including a permanent transfer option to be implemented in the summer of 2024. Chelsea were heavily linked with a move for Sancho in the summer transfer window, but Manchester United chose to pay a huge price for the player, and the move never even happened. He is now top of the pile at Old Trafford, and a move may be the best option for everyone involved. But there is a belief that a move away from the Premier League may be the best option.